Oh, here we are. We're live. Excuse the lack of facial hair. I'm going through a transition. It's that type of California nowadays.
It's that time of year where Jeff comes out of his beard.
Oh yes, time of decade really. This is like the fourth time I've ever shaved since I've been rocking a beard.
It's looking good, man.
Yeah, 12 years since it's been out. Yeah. Anyways, hey, we're here. This is Bew Beer at the Bew Brewery, brewing some brew. And I'm here with my good friend Andy Munns. He's a beer enthusiast as well. Real shout out. Hey, welcome, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Nice to have
Excited
you
to be here.
Real shout out to our unofficial sponsors that haven't really gave us any money or anything, but they should. Is Lagunitas. Little something. Extra L. It's a special release. So let's here. Let me. Oh, we got.
Here's the cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Nothing like first beer of the 4th of July weekend. Ooh. BT Dubs. Congrats, man. Welcome over. Mm-hmm.
Thanks again for having me.
Oh, that's Lagunitas. Little something extra L. Coming to a store near you.
Go pick yourself some up.
Yeah, buddy. So right now we're in the middle of the mash. We got about 1.5 pounds of grain in here. Just seeping, man. Just seeping those grains.
Jeff, walk me through the 3 different grains we got going on in here.
Yeah, for sure. We got Cara Munich, always a top notch.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'm one drink in. We gotta fire this bad boy up. It's losing some temp.
See that?
Yeah. So Cara Munich, that's a nice. Don't turn it on too much. Probably blow up here. There we go. Turn it all the way up. Cara Munich, got Caravini, and then we got Abbey, which I'm not quite sure what that is. But, and then eventually, once we get the steep done, we're gonna throw in 8 pounds of Pilsner extract. Yeah. Do we got any? Oh, we got a viewer. Maybe that's just me. We got a special shout out from Karen Ivy. She says, "Drink one for her." Will do. Will do.
To Karen.
Yeah, to Karen. Old time friend. Went to elementary with her back in Salt Lake City, Utah. Where are you from?
So originally from San Diego, right here in East County, the real San Diego, a town called El Cajon.
Southern California.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, El Cajon.
Born here, raised in a town called Castle Rock, Colorado, Jeff. It's just south of Denver.
All right, Castle Rock. That sounds amazing.
It is. It is.
Like rocks made of a castle made out of a rock.
Oh yeah.
I think they're all made out of rocks, right?
This one, I know this one is.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a sign that says it is.
What? How long were you there?
You know, I was out there for about 12 years. Finally, just made it back to sunny San Diego about 3 years ago.
Oh, nice. So the 12 years, you made a landmark out there in Colorado. You were let you know this guy's a football star. He's done some football and he's ran some yards. Tell us a little about your days back in the. What college you go to?
Yeah, I went to the University of Northern Colorado. Go Bears, bear down. You know, Jeff, I was one of those peak 2 Sooners, man.
Oh man, you were rocking,
just rocking
back
it
in the day,
crashing records. Go to the Colorado high school page. I'm gonna do my little Uncle Rico bit.
Yeah,
you'll still see me on that site.
15 minutes of fame right there.
Yeah,
and it's there on the internet now. It's gonna be there forever.
Ever.
Along with your adult friend find profile.
Both of those accounts.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to delete those.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you set some records there at the college, right?
Yeah.
Did you run?
I did. More at the high school.
Oh, the high school, that's what I meant.
College, though, I can't say I average 15 yards of reception against top 25 teams. And against Big Ten teams, I average 6 yards a carry.
Oh, me myself, I'm a football enthusiast myself, and I played all 4 years of high school. My buddy Bob, Josh, Pat. That was a great time in my life, man. There's nothing better than fucking playing football, strapping on some pads and playing some hits.
Oh man,
100%, man. I'm glad you like the same stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I brought you here. It's great. Before we get into that, you got to tell me what's your all-time favorite beer.
Oh man, you know what? It's if I'm not just doing my Coors Lights, double cold activated.
Yeah, trying to hit it hard, hit it fast.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a Lagunitas IPA, just a classic.
Oh,
you always know what you're gonna get. Cool, crisp, refreshing. You drink 6 and just have a regular headache when you wake up the next day.
Coors, though, on the other hand, you drink one of those and you're done the next day. Like I can't even think straight the next day on Coors. Coors and PBRs, I can't drink. Any really light lager besides Bud Light or Budweiser.
Oh yeah,
gives me a bad headache. I gotta go with the L's.
Oh yeah.
Now, let me ask you: do you know the difference between an L and a lager? Since we're on a brew channel, maybe some people out there don't know.
I should know that. I know a lot. I know a Bud Light, Coors Light is classified as a lager. Am I right?
Yep.
But I don't know what makes an ale an ale.
So it's all about the different types of yeast you use, and the yeast, there's millions of strands of yeast, and it's the difference between the L yeast and the lager yeast is where they ferment at what temperature.
Okay.
So L's, they ferment usually around anywhere between high 60s to low 70s. Usually 70 is the perfect temperature for L's, whereas lagers are usually at a cooler temperature. I'm not quite sure the temp on that, but it's around 50, around the 50s to get a cooler temperature, and that's when they ferment. Fermenting is when they're eating the sugar and they're juicing out alcohol and carbonation.
Nice.
So that's the perfect temperature, and with that, they do different tastes. The alcohol is a little different based off of the sugars that they eat and stuff. So there's two totally separate type of yeasts that do the same thing at different temperatures.
Right on.
Yeah. And so Lagunitas L's, you're good with the lagers. What beer do you like down here in San Diego?
The Sculpin gets a lot of hype, but I go for the Stone Delicious IPA.
Turn that off. Alright, we didn't kill too much. Speaking of temperatures, when you're doing a mash, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're all right, man.
But mine went somewhere else. Speaking of temperatures, you gotta. What we're doing right now, we're just trying to get the enzymes out of the grain, and a good temperature of that is anywhere between 150s to 160s. Usually 153 is your
Sweet spot.
Well, your sweet spot, and pretty much the grains release an enzyme sugar that the yeast love to eat, and they're most effective with those types of enzymes that are released at that temperature. So, how much time we got on the clock? You're my clock.
Say about 45 minutes.
We're back.
And we're back.
We're back. Our audience are not huge. We just dropped our only viewer. Sorry, Karen. Didn't keep you involved. Just catch the full podcast or video cast later. Anyway, San Diego Brews. Since you've been out here for the last couple of years, you went 12 years in Colorado, played some football, decided to come out to San Diego. Tell us a little bit about that and what beers you enjoyed since you've been out here.
So, whole family's from down here, and the whole extended family. The rest of my immediate family is kind of scattered throughout the U.S., so wanted to come back, just be closer to the rest of the family.
Nice.
Got some old grandparents, great grandparents. So really just wanted to get that closer with them.
Yeah.
But then to the second point, man, mainly it's been It's been, I like going to Mission.
Family.
Yeah, they got a good sour there. I enjoy a little, at least one sour every once in a while. It's about all you need.
Yeah, just once. That's a beer that's few and far between that I can handle.
Oh yeah,
like a good sour or fruit beer. I was tasting one last night at Ballast Point. Shout out! They came out with this Moscow Mule drink that
nice.
was really fruity, man. It was like a fruit beer. You just taste nothing but fruit, and it's a beer, so it's pretty tasty. Going along with sours, you can't drink that all night. Ain't gonna happen. But what are you doing now? You're working?
Now I'm working. This place called the Control Group.
Shout out.
Do some search engine optimization and
yeah,
man.
Drinking beers there. I hear they got the beer on tap there.
On tap. Fresh.
Yeah.
We got this girl Natalie that just rolls them on in. And
Oh yeah,
them
every couple of weeks, man.
It's
And
the best.
L Smith, $3.94, $3.95.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that and some Cali Creamin'.
Cream ale, yeah, for sure. All right, any questions you got about brewing, man? We're gonna do this. We're gonna bring it up to a boil after this in about 25 minutes. Let that roll for 60 minutes. Drop some hops. We got some Zaz, and we got some. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Basically, we're brewing an Oktoberfest. Oh, we got someone back. Let's see. Who we got? Anthony. All right, Marine Corps. Hoorah, devil.
Anthony.
It's Anthony. We got him back. Woo. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Any other questions?
My next would be, all right. So we're doing this Oktoberfest with the hops here. I noticed that we're going to use 2 different hops.
Yeah.
Is that typical in a beer?
Good question. I'm glad you brought it up. In this one, okay, so the reason why they're using 2 hops is because when you drop hops between, it's all about timing and what the hops brings to the table during that time when you put it into the wort.
All right.
And so you got 60 minutes there. You're starting at 60, and that's when you start dropping hops. This beer, we're going to be dropping this
Mittelfru.
Yeah, Mittelfru at 60 minutes, and what that does is it gives you the bittering taste of it. It's like it brings more hoppiness to it. So like your IPAs, like the really hoppy beers, brings more of that to the table.
So
to your beer,
you kind of balance out the maltiness of the grain.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then so instead of just using that all the way through, you might want to add some aroma to it, and that's the closer you get to 0. The more aroma you're going to get and less bitterness. So you get more of you can feel it in your mouth more.
Gotcha.
In your mouth, feel it in your mouth.
It's all about the mouthfeel, so they say.
Yeah. You got a good feeling mouth beer, you're set.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so the different hops, they bring different flavors as well. So you either want a bittering flavor, you use a different hop. Apparently these guys, I get it from More Beer. Shout out, you guys are doing great. Got me this package, not for free, by the way, if you guys want the link. No, it's great. No, More Beer, super great. They got packages. They give you a little instruction sheet. They give you a little 1-2 on how to brew it and give you everything you need to know. We're doing the Oktoberfest, and so that's. I hope that answered your question about the hops. Yeah. So the 2 different types, different flavors, and then from the 60 to 0 minutes. Gives you bitterness or aroma.
Gotcha.
Depending on when you drop that. We're dropping the Mittelfru at 60, and then the Saz at 1 minute for a full ounce of Saz to get that in your Saz in your mouth. All right. Hey, thanks, man, for dropping by. Let's brew this. We'll be drinking in about 2 weeks, so stay tuned to that. Go to the website, viewbeer.com. I would say subscribe, but I don't got anything. You just subscribe too.
Bookmark the page.
There we go.
Share it with all your friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So I'm ready for another beer.
This is Brewmaster Jeff and assistant to the Brewmaster, Andy.
Andy Munz.
Wishing you a good long.
Yeah, we're calling this one the Munzinator, right?
The Musingen.
Musingen. Yep. All right. Happy 4th, guys. Hoorah!